Alright, what's going on, guys? WeBull's back again, coming into the showcase on the new 1000-year Blood War Aizen Max Transcended T20. Shout out to the boy 24 for messaging me. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. Now, this Aizen is literally meant to be with 0 SP. And yeah, so as such, he didn't level up his SP. Low-key, I'm not gonna lie, at some point, I would do this for the flex. Oh, bro, you got mad resources? Whoa! I would do it for the flex, personally. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, level 3 attack, so very good. How much attack are we actually rocking on this character? Let's see, 1804 plus 45, 16, 6320 attack. Okay, so gold chappy as well as the hollow bait, so massive 2721. How much focus is that? 1388 plus 2721 focus. Jesus. Oh, that is gross. And then on top of that, we do have the 230 nad links and a 25 nad link. I actually want to see if you have the full stamina damage boost Renji, because if you do, I'm low-key putting that on instead. It should be at the bottom. There it is. You don't have it. Oh, Sag. I would, yo, dude, that 25 nad link, I would swap out for that full stam just because of that multi-barrier, which we'll talk to in a second. So let's just get right into it. He does have the gauge effect just like Uryu, except his gets triggered from his normal attack damage string when it is full. So he still gains gauge as normal, just like Uryu. So his normal attack damage string will give him 1 point, SA1 4 points, SA2 8 points, SA3 is going to give 12, so pretty much half of the cooldowns, right? Instead of 8, 16, 24, it's 4, 8, 12. And then his Soul Bomb is going to give 25 points with a max gauge of a 100 count, and it lasts for 10 seconds as well. Okay, so we also get a decreased damage reduction of 50%. And a 100% normal attack damage boost when your gauge is active. Keep in mind, this is a different stack of Bruiser. This will not be considered into your normal attack damage, if that makes sense. Well, I'll talk about that later. Innate skills: Fire Immunity, Read All, Affiliation, Dodge, Sprinter +1, Strong Attack, Recharge 30%, just like Uryu as well. This is going to be really interesting to see on other characters, because we might end up getting something along the lines of like gauge effect, like Soul Bomb renewal or something like that. Like, you could definitely see some crazy stuff in the future. I definitely see a lot of potential with this. Full stamina damage boost 25% from the T20 skill, as well as damage to weakened enemies plus 20%. So you're going to be dealing mad damage to weakened enemies. Actually, I'm going to note this down because this is going to be kind of important later. Damage weaken 20%, and then you also get weaken, right? Okay. Flurry +1, Debilitator +5 seconds. The increased status element chance against speed attribute enemies is, in my opinion, incredibly clutch for this character. Enhancer, Poise, multi-barrier, guard break, hidden enemies. The fact that he has Read All, Affiliation, Dodge, hits enemies that are underground, has guard break, and then he also gets access to the status element attack boost is just absolutely bananas. So I definitely want to check into what kind of damage numbers we're going to be dealing. We have IT, let's go. All right, let's check this out. Now we do have hollow enemies instead of the Arankar, so we will not have Killer here. All right, so he does not have Grimjow, which honestly, low-key is fine because he'll probably be the carry in IT co-op. All right, so let's check this out. Max Transcended T20 Aizen. Pop. Boost skill. 15,000. Keep in mind, these are enemies that have the Iron Guard, right? Let's see if we can proc that. We might be able to. We're gonna lose our attack boost right here. Yep. There it is. 20,000. Oh, right, his third strong attack also deals a good bit of hits as well. The enemies are dying too fast to like. 37,000. Now, I see a lot of people talking about his last nat hit. It's melee collision, not range collision. It's still a ranged attack. Bro, we're not proccing we're proccing the weaken because his stats are going up, but like the enemies are not getting weakened for me to like. All right, so we have a little bit of a situation. Now what happens is, since we're killing, okay, so we proc weakening on them, we get our status element attack boost, but since our attack has weakened them, they instantly die because their iron guard runs out, and then the subsequent hit of that strong attack actually finishes off the job. I wasn't taking that into account. So we're gonna try. There it is. Pop. 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 70,000 damage. Oh my god. Dude, these are against people with guard, bro. 22,000. 30,000. These are people with the iron skin guard, bro. $191,000 when the enemy is weakened. This is exactly why. Okay, 1, 2, 3, pop. 97,000 if the enemy is weakened, but we don't have our attack boost. We're gonna get our boost up here. Pop that. Ah, it didn't trigger. Okay, I don't want to get hit now. Bro, this character is stupid OP. And we'll be able to actually like fool around with this in a bit. Oh, okay. Yo, we have 0 SP and we nuke the boss with our soul bomb. Oh, that's because of that. All right. Well then, all right. Since we're also weakening them, we then have the damage to weaken enemies. We then have the boost, so we're getting a little bit more damage from the boost. But then the status ailment attack boost will actually end up giving us even more damage on top of that. Okay then. Yeah, that's actually quite cracked. Let's do this. I'm trying to make sure. No, we don't get extra. I'm trying to make sure that I don't get any extra normal attack damage from the Kenpachi. I don't believe he got any decent skills. Alright, so damage inflicted at full stam. And we'd be dealing even more damage because the multiplier of Renji's damage inflicted at full stam 30 link would actually be even more crazy. Alright, so let's proc our attack boost. Pop. Dude, I can't even see the... Okay. Can't even see the number, bro. Like... 52,000. Okay, so I wasn't tripping when I saw the 90,000. Pop. 97,000 before the boost. 136,000. 143,000, bro. Those are enemies that aren't weakened, dude. $142. Dude, that's a 280,000 attacks, like a NAD hit. And I get that it's the last hit of the NAD, right? But that's still crazy good damage. Okay, enemy gets weakened. Yeah, okay. No, I brought an ally? Oh, that sucks. 153,000 damage on the Hollow Ichigo. We can actually play around with this, right? Okay, so 153,000. Let's just round it to 153. Now, that is without weakening, and that is also without killer. So let's calculate in the killer, assuming that the enemy was weakened for some god-awful reason. That was, I believe, with our gauge open, with gauge, as well as with boost and with attack boost. Okay, so 153,000 damage before killer, before weakening. That was a 306,000 NAD string because we do have flurry. Yeah, okay. For a second, I'm like flurry plus 2. No. No, my little young Padawan. 360,000 without weakening, without killer, and then we can calculate that in. So let's take that damage, right? So first and foremost, we're gonna take that 306,000 damage, and we're gonna assume that the enemy got weakened sometime during the course of that interaction. So that's gonna be times 1.5 times 1.7, so times 1.2 for the damage to weaken enemies. We're not gonna do anything about weakened defense because we didn't have weakened defense on this character. We just have the damage to weaken and full stamina damage boost. And yeah, 550,000 damage from one normal attack damage hit. Keep in mind that the rest of the string wasn't hitting for little numbers either. I believe that the multiplier for his NAD string, I actually have Sosuke Aizen pulled up. Like if I pull him up here, if I go into his normal attack damage hit, you see here his magnifications for his NAD string actually increases by only 20%. So if we actually take this number divided by 1.2, let me actually write this down so I kind of like made my little calculator a little smaller. And then we multiply this by 3 and then added 550,000. Now, if you're taking him into content like epic grades, for example, his NAD string alone on an enemy that's weakened, which very possible since he does have the increased status element chance, assuming that the enemy can survive, which the 75 million boss HP enemies in epic grades makes sense. Assuming he had killer, he'd be dealing 1.97 million damage. 1.927 million damage. There we go. Yeah, either way, 1.9 million damage if he had killer, if he had boost. Oh wait, no, that's without killer. We didn't calculate we did. Never mind. This is what he's dealing in Kisuke, bro. If the enemy is weakened, this Aizen in particular is dealing 1.9 million. Now, if we had killer in IT or IZ, this character would be reaching numbers akin to 3 million per NAD string. The entire string, not NAD hit, not NAD string, okay? The NAD hit for the last part times 1.6, 880,000. This is stronger than some characters' soul bombs. This one NAD hit, assuming that the enemy is weakened. And if the enemy has like weakened defense on, like let's just assume that like one of your allies used the soul bomb with weakened defense, then that that last NAD hit turns into 1.1 million. You would actually legit see a NAD hit of 550,000 on a character that has flurry. And the reason that's significant is because like we have characters like Neliel, for example, like the power Nell with like a bruiser of 80%. Same thing with the Shinji. Actually, I think they took away the bruiser for flurry. I don't remember. It's been a while. But either way, this Aizen is clearly cracked. I think he's insane. I genuinely believe that. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much Aizen in a nutshell. I do want to take him into epic raids at some point, but it's currently not out yet. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind. I'll catch up. Hit me up. Stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if y'all enjoyed this video, obviously this Aizen is cracked as hell. And for those that are mad that he's a NAD character, at least he's one of the godliest NAD characters that we'll probably see this entire year. Unless K-Lab decides to go balls to the wall, just throw the spaghetti on the like wall, then I don't really see a character being. Yeah, well, maybe if someone gets like status attack boost plus flurry plus 3, but well flurry plus 2, but like that'd be messed up.